What if you could type any order number and have Excel pull up all its details instantly? No scrolling, no searching. That's VLOOKUP. By the end of this video, you'll set one up just by describing it to AI, and you'll never memorize the syntax again. Along with that, I did do a beginner XLOOKUP and an advanced XLOOKUP towards the end of this video. Here's our sales data. We have 26 orders. Say I just want to see customer, product, and total by its order ID. Doing that by eye is painful. Let's let AI build the lookup for Excel beginners. First, I'll make a little search box, a label in an empty cell where I'll type in order ID. Now, I describe my columns. My data's in column A to H. Column A is order ID, column B is date, and C is customer. I'll type an ID in K2, give me a VLOOKUP that returns the customer, give me an exact match using the whole range. Naming the columns and saying exact match is what gets AI a formula that actually works. It hands me a VLOOKUP, I paste it in, and the moment I type in order ID, the customer appears. I now ask AI for the same for the product and total. I then am going to paste those, and now one ID fills in the whole order information. Now you can test how it works by changing the ID. Once you change the ID, it should all update. That's a working VLOOKUP, and I never remembered a single argument. The habit that makes this bulletproof: name your columns and always ask for an exact match. Now, VLOOKUP has two traps. It only looks right, and you have to count columns, so inserting one breaks it. The modern fix is XLOOKUP. Now I ask AI for it, and it gives me a version that needs no counting and can even look left. If your Excel has XLOOKUP, use it. For this example, I'm just going to copy and I'm going to paste it right underneath the other one. And if it's right, it should just show the same thing. Now, the reason this works is we're looking at K2, which is that order ID. And then we're using K2 to look for order ID in column A and then returning column C. So now I showed you a VLOOKUP, a basic XLOOKUP, and now I'm going to show you an advanced XLOOKUP. We are going to use K4 as the order ID, and then we're going to lock the K in, so when we copy the formula, that stays the same. We're using K4 to look for the similar order ID in column A, and then we're doing another XLOOKUP, but using the value in L1 as our searchable item, but we're locking in the row 1, so when we drag this over to the right, it stays the same. We're going to be using that to search B1 to H1 to find the like measure. And then we're going to look for our array. We're going to do B2 down to H26 to search the value. And then we're going to close the parentheses. We're then going to put not found if nothing is found, and then exact match. And then that gives us not found because nothing's in the order ID. Once we put an order ID in, the customer pops up, which you can see there. And then we drag it to the right to get the rest of the information. And as you can see that all matches. And the nice thing about this now is we can drag those functions down and then put another order ID in, and it will find those specific ones again. Now, an important part is making sure you lock those specific cells or arrays, because when you drag the formulas, if you drag it right, they like to go over one, or if you drag it down, they like to go down one. So you got to make sure you're locking the correct ones. If you found this video useful, you can hit the like button and subscribe.